Police in Fond du Lac are investigating after they say a dog attack led to multiple shots being fired. Officers were called to 200 block of Gillett Street just after 12:30 this afternoon. After receiving multiple reports of gunshots, they quickly made contact with the individual, a 69-year-old Fond du Lac man who was taken into protective custody without incident. An early investigation found that the man had been confronted by several loose dogs that had escaped from a fence yard. During the encounter, he was bit multiple times. No one else was injured and the dogs were not harmed. Police say the owner has since been located and there is no ongoing threat to the public.